Ever wondered how we keep astronauts fed, experiments thriving, and space stations running in the vastness of space? NASA and SpaceX are about to make it even clearer with their 33rd commercial resupply mission. But here's where it gets fascinating. This mission isn't just about supplies. It's a gateway to solving some of humanity's toughest challenges, from bone loss in astronauts to 3D printing organs in zero gravity. Let's dive into the details. Scheduled for no earlier than 2:45 a.m. EDT on Sunday, August 24th, the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket will carry the Dragon spacecraft from Cape Canaveral's Launch Complex 40. This isn't just another launch. It's the 13th under NASA's Commercial Resupply Services 2 contract, and the 33rd overall. The Dragon, loaded with over 5,000 pounds of cargo, will autonomously dock to the Harmony module of the ISS around 7:30 a.m. On August 25th, NASA astronauts Mike Finker and Johnny Kim will oversee the arrival, ensuring everything goes smoothly. But what's truly groundbreaking is the science packed into this shipment. For instance, a study on bone-forming stem cells in microgravity could revolutionize how we combat bone loss, not just in space, but on Earth. Researchers are investigating a protein called IL-6, which signals stem cells to either build or break down bone. By blocking IL-6 in space, scientists hope to find treatments for osteoporosis and other age-related bone issues. And this is the part most people miss. The same research could also help future lunar and Martian missions by keeping astronauts healthier during long journeys. Another head-turning project involves 3D printing. As space missions stretch longer and venture farther from Earth, resupply missions become less feasible. Additive manufacturing could be the solution. While plastic 3D printing has been tested on the ISS, the European Space Agency's metal 3D printer aims to take it further, literally. This mission will build on the first successful metal parts printed in space, opening the door to creating tools and components on demand. But here's the controversial angle. Can we trust 3D printed metal parts for critical systems in space? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think it's a game changer or just a temporary fix? The Dragon also carries hardware that keeps the ISS running smoothly. The reboost kit, for example, will maintain the station's altitude using Draco engines, a capability first demonstrated in November 2024. Meanwhile, the poly-exercise rope kit ensures astronauts can stay in shape with advanced resistance training. Without these ropes, their muscles and bones would degrade faster in microgravity. And let's not forget the brine filter and multi-filtration bed. These systems keep the ISS's water clean, a lifeline for 6 people in orbit. There's even research into bioprinting organs. Scientists plan to print liver tissue with blood vessels on Earth and study how it develops in space. If microgravity improves tissue growth, this could one day lead to transplantable organs. But here's the catch. Will the same conditions that help tissue grow in space translate to Earth? Or will we need to adapt the process entirely? The answer could reshape medicine. Other cargo includes the acoustic monitor, which replaces older sound measuring tools, and the separator pump, which keeps water and gas systems running. Even the NORS maintenance tank ensures the ISS has enough oxygen, with nitrogen gas pressurizing the system for safe storage. And if emergency arise, the emergency portable breathing apparatus provides 15 minutes of oxygen, critical for dealing with fires or toxic fumes. Want to watch it all unfold? NASA's live launch coverage starts at 2:25 a.m. on August 24, with arrival coverage beginning at 6 a.m. on the 25th. You can stream it on NASA Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, or follow NASA's social media. After nearly 25 years, the ISS remains a hub for over 4,000 experiments from 110 plus countries. This mission isn't just about supplies. It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible, both in space and on Earth. So, what do you think? Are these experiments the future of space exploration? Or are we still missing the bigger picture? Drop your take in the comments below.